one practice in, obviously, but how was it to kind of get back out there and really get this thing going again?
It was good. I think everybody had a bunch of jitters and nerves and stuff, but I think now that they got their first practice under the belt, it was a good practice for us. I think we got a lot to improve on, but it's a lot that we did well as well.
What excites you most about this team this year, for you?
It's a bunch of talent. There's a bunch of talent everywhere, and we have multiple guys that can play multiple positions. We're real guard heavy, and they're young, but they're very experienced.
With you, obviously, this offseason got a lot of attention for the season you had last year, and Rice said that he wondered how you were going to handle it. He said you handled it really well. How have you tried to approach the offseason, all the attention now that's coming your way?
Really shut down all the social media for the most part. Try not to focus on it. It can be overwhelming at times, but then I talk to my parents about it, and they clear my head, things like that. So it's all right.
How is this year different? First practice today, maybe compared to first practice last year, just for you personally and your comfort level in your game?
I know that everybody's watching, and we have a lot of boosters here ready to see if we can amount to what we did last year. So I think we got a lot of work to improve.
The year you had last year, I think some people that didn't know much about you, maybe you surprised some people. Did you surprise yourself at all with how quickly you were able to make such an impact?
A little bit, but the coaches gave me a lot of confidence, and they kept working with me and things I could improve on. And each game we studied film to see what I could do better and to see what I needed to work on.
Where do you take your game to the next level this year? Or how?
I guess just doing everything that I did last year, but building on it. Rebounding, I'm trying to rebound more and get open shots for my guys, because I know a lot of people are going to do basket now and contest, so it'll free up some guys.
Talk about maybe the difference between this year and last year. Probably have a bigger responsibility this year, obviously. Maybe, do you feel any more pressure at all coming into this year? And you seem comfortable, and it's probably more of a leadership role you have to take.
Yeah, I think the guys look at Dermot and I and Nick Duncan as leaders and role players, so they come to us for advice, but then again, we have to depend on them too. So it's a lot of pressure, but then again, it's not. Once we step on the court, I think everybody's comfortable. We know what we can all do.
You've had a couple years, obviously, in this program and whatnot. What do you guys need to get accomplished over the next 42 days, 30 practices to get ready to go for the long haul?
Just building our defense. We're trying to be better at that, and we know our offense is going to come over time, but we're still working on that as well, and trying to get everybody meshed into the system.
With the way last year ended, did the summer seem really long? Were you guys just really anxious to get back out here this year? Did you get any motivation or fuel this summer and going into this season based off how it ended last year?
We had a bunch of motivation because apparently 3 people won the conference, so we didn't rent it out right, and that's our goal this year. I think it went by pretty quick. Everybody was pretty much here for the most part, and we were still working, so it really wasn't the summer. It was just like basketball nonstop.
What did you see out of the freshmen today at practice?
They showed a lot of poise. They made a few mistakes, but we all made a mistake or two. So I think they just have to get blended into the system and understand our spacing and defense and things like that.
What does it do for the team to have Anthony out there? Obviously since you've been here, there's more times than not that where he hasn't been able to be out there on the floor with you guys, really practicing. What does it do for this team to have him out there?
He's a big part of this team. He's a big leader. He brings a lot of energy, effort, and the floor opens up when he's on the court because they know he's a shooter.
Is he looking good out there?
He's getting there. We're gonna be all right by the time he starts. He's taking it day by day, still rehabbing and things like that. But he'll be all right.
Talk about your game compared to last year to this year. What have you gotten better at? What do you still need to improve on that you've already gotten better at?
I think just slowing down and becoming more patient. I know the shot clock went down a little bit, but that's not going to affect us. I see myself knocking down shots now. I got the confidence, and I'm still working. Maybe open up a few driving lanes and rebounding more.
How has Nick Duncan's presence been? He's able to shoot the 3. How has he been able to muscle his way in the paint this year?
He's a big guy. Not many people realize that, but he's a big post presence as well as a 3-point presence, and he attracts a lot of attention because he's skilled down there. Not many people they look at him and they're like, but he's very skilled.
You said apparently 3 people won the conference last year. What do you mean by that?
San Diego State, Wyoming,
You want to elaborate on that a little bit, or?
We all three got rings, and they all said Mountain West champs. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Early practice this morning. Early. Do you like getting up this early in practice, or do you rather wait and sleep in a little bit?
That doesn't matter. I'm usually up about 5:30, coming in, working with Kobe Carl and things like that, trying to work on my game.
Derek obviously meant so much to his team last year. How do you guys kind of replace what he was able to do? Not necessarily just from a production standpoint, but just he was the guy that would take the shot at the end of the games, and when you guys need to get to the free throw line, he's the guy that would drive. And, Bryce is saying maybe not one guy can do all that, but how do you kind of replace what he offered the team?
I'm not sure if you can replace him. He brought so much that went unseen and things like that. So I think how we're going to replace it is everybody coming together. Jermake's the go-to guy. So I think if not him, it's just going to be a team effort.
You mentioned, sometimes the attention can be, I guess, in a way overwhelming, but your rise was so kind of a quick one. How have you tried to process that, the fact that it was so quick, that it wasn't just gradual? You went from not playing much to playing a lot to then getting a lot of attention.
I don't know. Like I said, I really don't try to focus on it. Because once you start focusing on it, that's when a lot of negativity and bad things start happening. So I feel like I come in here and my teammates keep me level-headed, and we know we got a mission, and that's all I'm looking forward to.
Is it kind of thing that, if you play well, you're going to eventually get that attention? So, you kind of, had in the back of your mind, knew it would come.
I think so, but now that means it's a lot more eyes. So if I mess up, it's a lot more drastic.
So